already in that second half.
Yes.
He enjoys that replay monitor.
It'll be Asa Newell in the center circle for the Dogs. Dylan Cardwell for the Tigers. Both guys listed at 6'11". Patrick Evans with the ball in his hand. He'll toss it up. And we are underway. Auburn will control the opening tap. And here we go from Neville Arena. Auburn with the basketball first. They'll work from left to right from our vantage point next to the Georgia bench. Check out also Dakota LaFew checks in for the Dogs. Georgia in a 9-0 hole here before the first media timeout. We inbound to Blue, and there's a three for Georgia's first points of the game. A Scana Energy three from the right corner for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass to Somto, head of the key. They'll rotate it left to Kane. Now down on the left baseline, and the block to Godfrey. He bumps with Cardwell. Push him away. Turns and shoots with the left hand and banks it home good.
That was nice.
That was a terrific move.
Because he got bumped pretty hard.
Hand off to Miles or Jones on the perimeter. Jones spins, tries to get away from LaFew, tries to shoot. We block his shot. Ball is caught by Justin Abson, who's in the game, running down the floor, and he's going to dunk it on the other end after the lob pass from Silas Demery.
That was a beautiful pass. Silas put it right where he could grab it and just flush it.
Demery's got the ball. Baker Mazzara pestering him. We screen with Abson. He rolls. Keep it out on the perimeter. Asa for three. Back of the rim, won't go. Tap up and in. No, won't go. And another tap up. Offensive rebound. Justin Abson.
On both of them.
He kept at it and got it to go. And it revs up the Auburn student base. Georgia with an alley-oop from the wing to Somto in the paint. He catches it and lays it in and gets fouled on the play.
Count the basket.
Three-point opportunity. Silenced the Auburn crowd quickly. Somto with his first points.
One of our guys got the
Demery floater off one leg from the left baseline. That's his first basket of the game. It's good. Hand off to Asa. He runs away from the defender to his left. Now Cardwell picks him up, and they bump a little bit on the left lane line. Jump stop into the paint. Jump hook good with the right hand. Asa used his weak side hand and knocked it down. First basket of the game for the freshman Newell.
All right.
It's his first basket of the game. The Dogs hustle up with three, with two. Deep three, Georgia.
Good.
Scana Energy three. Who hit that, Silas?
Yes, Silas Demery.
I was screened out, but Silas is enjoying that shot, and that ends the half. Well, they hit a three, and then we answered with one.
How about that? Keeps it at a 5-point game going into the locker room, and here comes Don is going to come over and check the, I'm not sure what he's checking for unless it's just.
As they work in the front court down to our left, Baker Mazzara sends it into Broom. They run an alley-oop to Cardwell. We had no backdoor defense all along the baseline, and it's an easy dunk for Dylan Cardwell.
That was a design play, and it worked perfectly. They knew what the Dogs were going to be doing defensively, ran that one to perfection.
Not like that anyway. Tigers 35, Georgia 27.
Whoa.
Now Abson answers with a quick turnaround on the left baseline. And a foul on the Tigers. The basket is good. They'll count it and send Justin to the free throw line for an and-one opportunity. 16:43 on the clock here in the second half. Ball tipped and stolen by the Dogs. Abson and Blue Kane coming up with that steal. Kane into the front court. Kick out for three. Demery, good! Scana Energy three. Silas. He's in double figures with 10. That's his second three-pointer.
And that all started with a very nice steal by Blue Kane on defense. He got his hand up in the passing lane and was able to deflect the pass, and we went with it.
He gives up the ball to Miles Kelly. He curls down the lane from the wing and lays it up all the way to the basket.
Yeah, we had nobody at home in the middle.
To Kane between the circles. Blue, left-hand dribble, drives to the basket. He found an opening, and it hangs on the rim and falls through good. Boy, I thought that thing was going to fall off.
I thought we were going to have another one spit out of there.
Throws up an errant three, Paul. It's an air ball. They pitch it out to Baker Mazzara, and he hits a three. Beat the clock, apparently. He hits a three right as the shot clock was
foul
expiring.
on Auburn.
Comes right at the end of the shot clock. Auburn 43, Georgia 35. Somto to the basket, running. Layup is good. He beat his man, Chaney Johnson, and Auburn fouls. They count the bucket. But Silas was able to save it. Ball loose on the baseline right into the floor. Blue Kane tried to save it over the end line. Auburn's going to get a run-out basket on the other end, a dunk by Broom. They seem to know their floor a lot better than we do. How they saved that, I have no idea. My goodness. But that has rattled and rocked this crowd here. To his left, reverses to his right, wide open Broom. They give him the three and he rips it. 19 for Janai Broom. He hit his second three of the game. LeFew in the corner, chased by Kelly. Skips it up the wing to Abson. We come near side to Asa. Catch and shoot three. He rips one from the right slot. Scana Energy three, Asa Newell. Second basket of the game for Asa. Not called. Georgia rebounds, then Auburn steals, then they outlet pass it. We steal it right back with Blue Cain, who takes it in for a layup.
I'll tell you, he is so alert. So alert. At the basket. Buckets here in the second half.
Asa for three. Count it! Yes, sir! Asa Newell with a deep three on the right wing. He's got 13. That's his second three of the half. And it's a 5-point game now. 55-50, Auburn in front. 60-52, 8-point Tiger lead. Dogs with the ball. Demery's going to shoot a three, a deep three. Skims off the rim. Offensive rebound. Cain, beautiful pass to Asa, who dunks.
He saw him. He saw him wide open underneath the basket. Just rifled it to him. All Asa had to do was go up and flush it.
Blue rebounded on the right baseline. He was falling out of bounds, and he sent a laser beam in the paint to Asa Newell, and he finished it with a flush. 6 minutes remain in the game. Dogs have the ball. Absent head of the key to Dillon in the left corner. Going to go and dunk it with two hands right over Broom.
You know what?
Oh, my goodness.
Broom, for the first time today, he showed no interest in trying to get in Dillon's way. Did you see that? He got out of the way.
James exploded from the left corner right down the baseline. In the air high and flushed it home. Dogs have the ball. We work it around the perimeter. Asa for three. Good! Left slot. Asa Newell quiets the crowd. He's got 18, his third three of the half. 64-59. Dogs still hanging around. Drops it down on the baseline to Broom. He's trying to back down Asa. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful baseline spin against the freshman. Got him wide open for a dunk. He hung on the rim, but they don't call it. Yeah, he did school Asa that time. We get it to Silas. Demery to Somto. Feeds Blue in the corner. Pump fake with the shot clock. Running down, he hit it. Ice water for Blue Cain.
4-point game.
66-62. He had a man right in his face. No look at the basket. He chunked it up and it went. Asa for three. Left slot. Oh, off the rim. Won't go. Rebound. We tip it. Control it. Blue tipped it. Somto reeled it in. Outlet to Somto, or rather Silas. He drives
a floater, and
they grab him at the foul line, and he shoots it anyway, Chuck, and it goes. Yeah. And they blow the whistle. Guys that never miss at the line. 74-66, 8-point Tiger lead. 80 seconds to play. Blue Cain off a curl for three, won't go. Oh, that one will go. Offensive rebound and a high-flying two-handed slam dunk by Asa Newell. Holy smokes. My goodness.
Where'd he come? He dropped off the ceiling.
20 points.
He came from somewhere.
For Newell. Holy smokes. 74-68 now the score. About as good as we could against the number one team. Dogs have the ball in the front court. Newell shoves it down underneath the Absent. He'll dunk it in a quick timeout, Georgia. Demery hustles into the front court. 5 seconds to play. Demery to the rack. Puts it up. Shot blocked. Rolls into the hands of Janai Broom, and it's appropriate that he's holding the ball at the end of the game. And that is the end of the game. Your final, Auburn 82 and Georgia 70. Dogs gave it a good whack here today, but come up short by a dozen points.
Well, they certainly made it more interesting here for these Auburn fans and this Auburn team than they thought they were going to have today. They thought they were going to have a walk in the park, and they did not get that. Georgia kept it right within a two-possession game almost the entire second half, certainly the last 10 minutes, where it was, like 5, 6, 7 points throughout that final 10 minutes until we got into that free throw shooting situation here at the end where, we were having to foul. But nevertheless, listen, I think the Dogs have gotten better here over this past week, and now let's see what happens on Tuesday night. We host the Gators at Stegman. We're going to need a huge crowd, and we're going to need the kind of enthusiasm and kind of support from our people that these Auburn fans gave to their team here today, because they needed it, and they were asking for it, and they needed it.
Position, toss in the tip, controlled by the Dogs. 6'10 Chinyelu, 6'11 Newell in the center circle to jump it off for both of these teams. The Dogs have the first possession. They go backdoor to James. 2 Gators defend him. They chase him off the block, knock the ball out of his hands. He picks it up in the corner, feeds it back to Newell. There's the first dunk of the game. Asa with a one-handed jam, and the Dogs are on the board first 2-0. Florida, long pass into the front court. Richard attacks the basket, misses a lay-in. Chinyelu with an offensive rebound. We block his shot on the putback attempt, and the Dogs take it away.
That's Asa with a dunk, Asa with a block, Asa with a rebound.
And a running floater from the left side by Silas Demery, one-hander off the glass. And it's a quick 4-0 start for the Dogs. Get up the far sideline into the front court, working left to right. Step back long 2. Good, all net. Silas Demery, his second bucket of the game. Georgia with a fast 6-0 start here over number 3 Florida. Ball knocked away from James. It rolls on the logo. He picks it up and feeds it over to Demery on the wing. Hook pass over the head to Newell. Into the corner to James for 3. He was close to the line, deep in that left corner. But there's another Scana Energy three-pointer. Well, that's our first of the game, actually. Florida has the other 3. We don't Scana Energy their 3s. Down on the right baseline. He pivots, feeds Godfrey across court to Asa. Newell will take a jumper. There's a Scana Energy 3, our second of the game. Asa Newell. Georgia 12, Gators 3. Fast start for the Dogs tonight here in the first 3 minutes. To the logo, now pick up the pace and into the front court with a good trot. And find a spot on the floor. Drain a 3. Left slot 3, just left of the circle. Silas Demery. He's got 7 tonight. That's his first three-pointer. And the Dogs are up by 10, 15-5.
Nobody picked him up. They left him wide open.
Came flying right out of his hands. The Dogs have it. Newell fakes the 3, drives left lane line, and will bank it home. Right over Condon. No, that was over Handlogden on the left side of the glass. Asa with 7. 17-5. Dogs by a dozen. Dogs ball. Demery over the logo. Silas dribbles to the left wing, pivots and feeds Absent. He'll dribble across the top of the key to the left side of the floor. Picks up his dribble, hands it back to Demery. Deep 3, left wing. Good! Oh, my goodness. Oh, and he points to the students. That one was for you, baby.
I got to tell you, they're going to start getting tight on Silas, but right now they are all over Blue Kane. I mean, they're right in Blue's face. He has to go over or under.
He skips it to Kane between the circles. Blue, step back 3, won't take it. Feeds it into Absent instead. Bounce pass through the paint to Godfrey. Layup good!
Oh,
it hung
nice
on the front of the rim, Chuck.
Nice pass from Justin. Beautiful pass from Justin.
25-8. Dogs with a fantastic start over number 3 Florida. 13:05 to go in half 1. That's his first points. Lawrence, a quick answer on the other end. A leaning floater left of the lane. He knocked down the 6-footer for his first points in a while. 27-10 Dogs. Georgia 27, Florida 10 here. Not quite 8 minutes in. We skip it into Godfrey underneath on the out-of-bounds play, and he reverses it up and in. Looking backwards through the basket. He used the glass and scored. Oh, what a start by the Dogs tonight. 29-10. So it's 29-13 now. Dogs lead, and Florida comes with backcourt pressure. We beat it with a pass from up to LeFew. Zigzag to the basket and lays it up and in from the left side.
A little crossover step. Worked beautifully.
31-13. Dakota with his first points of the game. Got to get it over on the front side. Back on the far side of the floor to Silas. And we'll send it back to Blue on the near sideline. He's going to take it to the rack and lay it up and in.
He beat the big man. The big man was trying to get over for the block, but he beat him to it.
They draw it up that way. That looked too easy. 36-13 Georgia. Lob to Absent, head of the key. Fakes the drive inside, gives it back to Silas. He'll shoot and rip it for 3. Just right of the circle. Demery now with 14 in the half. 39-13. Richard answers with a 3 for Florida. His first basket. Back 2, won't go. Rebound tipped, controlled by Georgia. Blue Kane chased it down at the foul line. Turns around and floats it up and in from 8 feet. Good, he rattled it home.
He grabbed the rebound. When he turned around, there was nobody between him and the basket. Why not?
Tried to scoop it up and in, no good. Left it short, rebound. Georgia, long pass to Blue, and a layup on the right end of the floor. Blue got behind the defense. Florida, quick inbound. They sprint up with Richard. They attack, and Richard tomahawks one. A flying dunk by the Gators. Boy, he got a good look, too, and just missed it. Dogs lead is 13 points, been cut in half. Asa for 3. Rainbow, good! Needed that one.
Oh,
Fill it up, buddy. Newell now with 10. That's our fifth three-pointer make it of the half. Clayton's jets down the floor. Right down the middle of the lane, missed a left-handed lay-in. Rebounded by Asa. Dogs on the other end. Lawrence for 3. Good! Tyron drops it in the bucket. That's his first 3. He's got 7. And the Dogs jack it back up 51-32. Now Dimry goes right to the logo and dribbles front edge of the center circle. Now walks towards the three-point line. Puts it on the floor. Loses the dribble. Chases it down. Steps back and pops a 3. I meant to do that. Scana Energy 3. Silas Dimry. His 4th of the night. 55-42. Dogs got to take care of the basketball. Can't be nonchalant with it. Kane off the wing to the rack. Passes it in the paint to Abson. He'll lay it up right in front of the basket, and they foul. Count the bucket and send Justin Abson to the line for an and 1. Dogs in the front court working with a 13-point lead, 61-48. Abson in the paint, shovels it out to Lawrence for 3. Count it! Scana Energy 3, Ty Lawrence from the right wing.
Boy, that's discouraging to the Gators. They get a 3, we come back and answer with a 3.
He got 2 offensive rebounds and then got the points. LeFew off one leg down the left lane line, floats it up and in. Good. Dakota with his first basket of the second half. He's got 4 points in the game now, and it's 66-51 Dogs. Bounced it too hard off the backboard, and the Dogs rebounded. They ran a nice play, just didn't finish. Oh, there's a nice play. Oh, a dunk by Godfrey. Beautiful pass through the lane by Justin Abson. Had his back to the basket and sent a laser beam to RJ, who dunked it home. 68-57 Dogs. Jump pass to LeFew with 7 to shoot. Dakota puts it on the floor. Step back 2 at the elbow. Good. Hit it. 15-footer by Dakota. 70-57 Dogs. We've got 3 coaches right in front of us, all out on the floor, coaching the team down on the right end of the floor. Dogs ball, Dimry. Left-hand dribble, then the right, over the timeline, into the front court. Now he drives hard, into the paint, step back at the foul line. Jumper, good! Silas hit a 15-footer. He ripped it.
Boy, that helps.
19 in the game for Dimry. Silas is averaging 19 in his last 4 games. Now make it 5 games in a row with that average.
All right, let's get a
stop.
stop.
19. Gators ball. Here. Dogs trying to hang on here. Condon with the ball, dribbles to his right, hands off on the wing to Clayton, and a steal. Abson up into the front court to Lawrence, and he'll lay it in with a left hand. Good. Dogs transition bucket, points off a turnover. Lawrence has got 14. Georgia's lead is 11. It's back to double figures. 78-67 Dogs. Martin with 1 more free throw. Try to give the Gators a 2-point lead with 68 seconds to play. Gators on a 12-0 run right now in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Martin trying to make it 13 straight. Ball's in the air, good. Floated it up and in. 80-78. Well, the Gators make it to 80 first.
And with the lead.
1:06 to go. Silas may have gotten away with a travel there in the backcourt, but we get the ball on the front side. Minute to play. Dogs ball down 2. Dimry on the far side of the floor, into the corner, up the wing. Kane for 3. Good! Good! Blue hit it. Right wing 3. Dogs back in front. 81-80. First 3 of the night for Kane. 42 seconds to go. Florida ball. They lob it to the rim to Houck. It hits the iron, comes down, rebounded by the Dogs, and a foul on the Gators after the rebound. Clayton tried to lob it to Houck or Condon underneath.
Who's shooting the free throw? Who grabbed the rebound?
Condon called for the foul. And it's going to be Asa Newell at the line for Georgia.
No, I think it's RJ.
No, it's Godfrey. Excuse me. RJ. Godfrey at the line. Dogs up 1. 35.9 to play. A chance to put Georgia up by 3 if he hits them both. First free throw. All net. Good. Godfrey now with 9 points in the game. Lawrence in, LeFew out for Georgia. 82-80 Dogs. Georgia trying to pull a massive upset here on their home floor. Lead number 3, Florida by 2. Godfrey tries to make it a 3-point game at the line. Ball's in the air. Bounce and roll! All over the rim, and it fell through. Gravity just sucked it home. 83-80. Georgia by 1 full possession. Clayton shot fake on 3. To Houck, to Richard off a screen. He missed a 3. Dives off the right side of the backboard. Rebounded by Asa, and a foul by the Gators.
Wow.
21.6 to go. Georgia's entire bench is in complete disarray. Look, half the team's on the floor. The coaching staff's out on the floor. You got to sit down, guys.
The announce crew here's out on the floor.
Not yet.
Well, I'm trying to get there. If they hadn't put this darn thing in front of me, I'd be there.
21.6 still to play. Georgia 83, Florida 80. Asa going to the line. Foul was on Condon down on the right end of the floor. Newell with 12 points in the game tonight. 2 for 4 from the line. The left-hander from Destin, free throw. Too much on it. Back of the rim and no good. Double bonus and 2 free throws for Newell. He'll get 1 more. Asa has not had his best at the line tonight. Just 2 for 5. Need this one to make it a 2-possession game. Shot is huge. He made it! All net, Asa Newell. Delivered when it counts. 19 seconds to go. Gators ball. Clayton through the paint. Into the corner. Richard fakes 3. Sidesteps right. 3 ball. Rattles out. No good. Asa, 2 hands around that beautiful orange ball. And he cradles it. And they foul him with 10.2 to go.
Scott. Oh, my goodness, Scott. We've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this.
Newell, 2 more shots on the left end. Stegman Coliseum about to erupt. Georgia by 4. And Newell maybe with a little ice here if he can hit him. Newell, free throw number 1 in the air. Good, all net.
Oh.
You okay over there?
Oh, no, I'm not.
It's a 5-point Georgia lead with 10.2 seconds to go.
Say that again.
We're going to wait till after this shot.
Okay. Yeah, then it'll be 6.
The students are being urged not to run on the floor after the game. Free throw good by Asa. He made them both. It's a 6-point Georgia lead with 10. The ball, they have to throw it in the length of the floor. Clayton throws it to half court to Houck. He scoops it back to Clayton. Deep 3. Fouled on the 3-point shot, they say, as it rattles off the rim. 6.4 to go. And Florida's going to get 3 foul shots on the foul by Godfrey. That's 5 on RJ. We're not out of the woods yet. I mean, it's Florida going to the line with their best foul shooter, 87%, Walter Clayton. If he makes all 3, it'll be a 1-possession game, a 3-point game with 6.4 seconds to go.
Well, that was not, you didn't want to foul him there. I mean, that wasn't, foot on, toe on the line. I mean, he was well behind the
Yeah, he was 30 feet back. Godfrey has fouled out. They're huddling up, trying to get last-minute instructions. Officials are trying to break up the huddle. but they have an allotted amount of time to make a substitution after the foul out, and Dylan James comes back in for the Dogs. So Clayton, the guard, will be at the line. Clock with 6.4 seconds remaining. Georgia 86, number 3 Florida 80. 3 shots for Walter Clayton. Number 1 by the right-hander. Good. He's got 16 points, only had 3 at the half. Will Richard carried the load for most of the game for the Gators. He's got a career-high 30. Free throw number 2, Clayton, good. He's got 1 more. Try to make it a 3-point game. And Georgia's got to get the ball in bounds, hang on to the ball, and get ready for a Gator foul. Clayton makes all 3 foul shots, and Florida calls a time.
Well,
it's 86-83. 7'1" Micah Hanlogton. Ty moves along the baseline, skips it into Demery. They rush for him and foul him in the far corner. We got it to the guy we wanted to have it. Silas Demery, 82% free throw shooter. They foul, and just a smidge more than a second runs off the clock. 5.5 seconds left. And Silas can ice this game if he can hit a free throw.
If he hits the first one, I think I'd go ahead and miss the second one.
Demery at the line. Crowd waiting for this thing to drop. He's going to get 2 here. Double bonus. Georgia pulls everybody off the foul lane. Just 4 Gators and Silas at the line. Free throws in. It's good. Oh, yeah. All net. Silas Demery hits 20 points with that shot. Florida subs. Aberdeen and Hanlogton out. Demery, 1 more free throw. It's a 4-point Georgia lead.
Wouldn't break my heart if he missed it. That'd take the time off the clock.
He doesn't. He makes it. 21 points for Silas Demery tonight. 5-point Georgia lead with 5.5 to go. Elijah Martin to throw it in. Baseball pass into the front court, and he throws it out of bounds. Tipped out by who?
Oh, they want to look at it, but Florida's saying look at it, but I don't think anybody touched it.
It went through some traffic. One of our guys may have gotten a hand on it. The officials are going to look at it, and they'll have to adjust the clock as well. Pat Adams, the official. And Courtney Green, one of the other officials, looking at the video monitor down to our right. And we'll look at a replay along with him on the big video board. Asa Newell going up, try to deflect the ball. Couldn't tell if he got a finger on it or not. Can you tell from that? Throw it in. Asa Newell will guard the inbound on an angle towards the basket. They slip it underneath to Condon. He tries to dunk it. No good. Off the rim. Rebound Georgia. Dogs win. Dogs win. Dogs win.
It's all. Silas Demery came right to his head coach, Mike White, and got right in his face and told him, there you go, coach. We just beat Florida for you.
Mike White's first win against his former school since he's been at Georgia was 0-6 prior to that. That's his first win against his former employer, and the Dogs win it tonight 88-83 over the number 3 ranked Florida Gators.
And nobody rushing the floor. I love that. Make it look like we expected to win.
Georgia ends a 12-game losing streak to Florida. It goes back to 2019. Florida had won the last 6 in this building in the series. But not tonight, folks. Not tonight. Georgia 88 and Florida 83. Let's take a break. We'll jump into the region's locker room report. We'll come back and talk to one of the Georgia players, and we get into our post-game coverage right after this timeout on the Georgia Bulldogs. Home and home, Austin and Athens. They played in San Antonio. A lot of different locations for this series. We are ready to go. Tossing the tip, and we are underway. Texas will control the opening tap. The Dogs will work in black uniforms tonight. Texas in their home whites. And they'll work right to left here in the first half. There's a steal at half court by Blue Cain. Going to lay it up on the right end of the floor for the first points of the contest.
That means that Blue Cain had studied some video. He anticipated that pass, caught it in stride, and it was not meant for him.
Gives it to Demery. Silas into the front court, left to right. Feeds it to Godfrey. He bumps his way down the lane and lays it up good.
Boy, RJ is so tough when he gets the ball down in there. He got that lot of strength. I think the Gators are well aware of it.
Trying to back his way into the lane. He bumps. He shoots. Fade away. Too good from 8 feet. Blue Cain, his second bucket of the contest.
You don't see Blue playing a lot of physical basketball like that, but that was flat out physical. He was bumping him, creating the space, and then hitting that little fadeaway.
Baseline now, Asa with his back to the basket. He's doubled there. Skip it up the wing to Dylan James. Cross court three by Silas Demery is good from the left corner. First Scana Energy three-pointer by the Bulldogs, and the first basket for Silas tonight to make it 9-2. Lawrence out of the left corner, drives along the baseline, skips it into Newell in the paint. Now he scores to end the drought. Asa with a left-hander, a short jumper with one hand there right in front of the bucket.
He was putting the second back on there.
Dogs throw it into LeFew. A catch and shoot corner three is good. Dakota LeFew with his first points. That's a Scana Energy big three from the left corner for Dakota. It's 14-8 Dogs. Back of the rim won't go. Dogs get an offensive rebound. Lawrence feeds it off to Asa Newell, and a soft lay-in by Asa is good.
We got away with a big time push.
Didn't see it.
Yeah, no,
didn't see it.
I didn't see it either, but somebody told me.
Yeah. Now Justin will dribble it out, hand it off and screen. Demery's got the ball, follows him into the lane, floats it up with one hand. Oh, he doesn't get the roll. An offensive rebound, put back from the left side, Silas. He got his own miss and scored from the left side of the iron.
He snuck down there underneath in all those big guys and tipped it back in.
Julian Larry on the left side being pestered. Ball is loose, picked up on the bounce at half court. Silas to the rack and a lay-in good. Pryor tried to hustle down and block it. Couldn't get to it in time. Rodney Terry, the head coach for Texas, wants a timeout, and he'll get it right now. Skips off the right wing, feeds it into Somto. He battles, lays it up off the glass, and it falls through for him. Hit the front of the rim, almost came out, but it fell back through for him. Somto with his first basket of the game. Now Cain has it, going to dribble and drive, left lane line, nowhere to go. Pass out to Silas, catch and shoot three, rips it, head on three. Silas Demery.
That's our largest lead.
First half, Georgia with a 28-17 lead. Cain for three, rips it.
Beautiful.
Just left of the circle, step back, soft touch on the three.
Yeah.
That's the first for Cain tonight. He's got 8.
Created all the space he needed with that step back.
31-17, Georgia with a 14-point lead. Off the iron, rebound to Georgia. Dogs find Godfrey open underneath. Kaluma fouls. Godfrey puts it up and in. 3-point play. He skips it into the corner to Lawrence. He dribbles away from the defender, Larry. Into the paint, leans right side, floats it up and in with a left hand. Good from 4 feet. Lawrence with his first points of the game. LeFew to the rack, lay in, underhand lay in, good, and he got fouled. Count the bucket.
That was a quick first step. He had such a quick first step, he went right by the...
Lawrence on the dribble for Georgia to the foul line, picks it up there, drops it off to James, left blocks, baseline spin, floats it up and in with the right hand. He got off the ground, he elevated right over the defender and floated it up and in with the right hand. Let's pause. Station identification, Bulldog Sports Network.
WDNG, 1450 AM
and W236 CQ 95.1 FM, Anniston.
95.1 The Mountain.
Anniston Oxford's classic station.
Georgia to inbound with Tyron Lawrence, 3.8 on the shot clock, 14 seconds to go in the half. Deep in the right corner, feeds it into Cain, catch and shoot, fade away, three, money in the right corner. Blue Cain drained it. Texas with 6 seconds. Johnson over the logo with 4 behind the back dribble. Baseline 2, right side of the iron, rebound, LeFew into the half. How about that?
Oh, it's a nice way to end it. Nice way to end it.
See how the Dogs can fare. James off the wing to the foul line. Kick out, Asa for 3. Good! I like that start. Scana Energy 3 by Asa Newell, his first of the contest. He's got 7. Georgia leads it by 20 for the second time in the game, 49-29. Georgia's got possession and a 20-point lead. Silas Demery for 3. Now they lead by 23 with another Scana Energy three-pointer. 13 in the game for Demery, 13 for Blue. There are the Dogs leading. James off a screen from Abson, going to dribble and drive. He beat Pryor to the backboard, lays it up from the left side, good. Dogs ball, we inbound. Lawrence has it, falling down through the lane. Oh, circus shot, falling down. He scooped it up with the left hand. It climbed over the rim and fell in. No shot there, feeds Lawrence, head of the key. He pivots and goes to LeFew on the left wing. Dakota for three, good on net. Right in front of our bench, Dakota LeFew for his first three of the half, his second of the game. 59-36 Dogs. Jump pass into the corner to Lawrence. He dribbles along the right baseline, into the paint, pump fake, steps under, up and in, good. Inbound to Surreal. Handoff back to Lawrence.
Nice.
Right back to Somto, point blank range. Banked it home from 1 foot away.
Yeah, grabbed that while he was in the air, turned and put it off the glass, still in the air.
Baseline, trying to get it back to Lawrence. One dribble, baseline two, good. Big shot, Tyron Lawrence. 11 and a half to play. Silas,
Nice.
elbow, jumper, left side, good. Now 5, Silas says clear out. Gonna drive, pushes off Pryor, stumbles, fade away 2 at the end of the clock, and he knocked it down.
Boy, that is just a dagger to the Longhorns. You do that good
16-footer.
job defense. You got your offensive player on the floor, and he gets up and at the buzzer.
Pass cross court. It's 69-52 now. It's a 12-2 Texas run. LeFew floater won't go. Offensive rebound. Newell. The putback counts. Asa rebounding right under the rim on the right side and put it back up and in. Silas dribbles through the legs above the three. Running the clock down with 1 second. Got to put it up into the clock. He beat the clock.
Second time he's done that.
Baseline 2, and he just smiles at his teammates on the bench as he runs down the floor. They triple team him, throw it to Asa. Asa lost it, zips it into the front court. LeFew, he wanted to pull the trigger on the three. That's going to be it, though. The clock will run out, and the Dogs enjoyed some barbecued steer tonight here in Austin. 83-67. Georgia wins on the road in the SEC for the first time this season. The Dogs now 18-11, 6-10 in the SEC. Texas falls to 16-13 and 5-11 in the Southeastern Conference in their first year of competition in this league.
Real fast, play downhill, early lead, that's worked for us. Last 2 times out, let's keep it up and then win the glass. We lost the rebound battle, but won the game to these guys in Athens. But we can beat these guys on the glass and beat them on the scoreboard.
Well, the Dogs lose the opening tip. It rolled away from Asa Newell, and South Carolina has first possession. Here's a fadeaway 2 by Silas Demery, a National Player of the Week with his first points of the game, and it's a 2-0 Georgia lead. And I hope you're right, Chuck. Here we go. Couldn't take advantage of it. Newell puts it on the floor, drives, defense parts, and he lays it up uncontested. The left side of the floor, Dillon almost lost it on the dribble, trying to bump his way through a double team. Jump hook, good, right in front of the basket.
Oh, he just found a little crease between 2 defenders and slid it in there. Nice shot, Dillon.
James just, the last 3 games.
Well, you answer it.
He made one there in Georgia with a quick answer, a Scana Energy 3 by Silas. Demery again, this time runs into Jordan Butler, the 7-footer. They feed Somto. He glides. He jumped from 10 feet away from the basket, just flew to the basket and laid it in.
You talk about people getting out of his way. Whoa.
He's their leading scorer, almost 17 a game, one of the top scorers in the Southeastern Conference. Fadeaway 2, left baseline for Silas. It's going to stay in there good.
He's developed that little one-step fadeaway shot that he pulls off down near the baseline. We saw him use that at Texas.
Asa Newell's got the ball, right of the lane, baseline spin move under the basket. Little footwork and a lay-in good over Murray Boyles. Feed it to Newell, drives into a double team. Zips it across near side to LeFew. Step back 2 on the baseline. Good! Dakota with his first bucket of the game. It's a 9-point Georgia lead, 19-10. Now he moves to the near side, reverses it on a skip to Dylan James. Jab step, now he dribbles, back to the basket, baseline spin. Oh, he just abused Butler and lays it up and in. My goodness, what a move by Dylan James.
It was great. I'd have loved to have seen him take the 3. They had left him alone, and Dylan can shoot those.
Lawrence on the logo, front court to our left. Left-hand hook pass to James, has to chase it down right lane line. Back to Lawrence for a three. Good.
Got it.
Tyron
Settled
with
it in
a
there nicely.
Scana Energy three, the first basket of the game for Tyron Lawrence. 24-17, Dogs by 7 with the ball. A few going to dribble and drive. High floater, underhander.
Oh, my
got the
goodness.
bounce. And the basket is good. 3 bounces on the rim, and it fell through for Dakota
But what a
LeFew.
beautiful shot, high off the glass.
Between the circles. Blue with a left-hand dribble, drive down the lane line, floats it up, banks it home, going out of bounds on the left baseline. How about that?
And he shot it from the left side with his right hand. I mean, that's putting it right in the defense's face, and he still scored.
Tries to stutter step, kick out for a 3. That won't go. Davis. Offensive rebound, Maury Boyle. Spin move, no good.
Oh, that's offense.
Following a dunk by Pringle. Just stuffed it right back in there. They double teamed, they tag teamed that rebound. Surreal with the ball, jump stop right of the paint, floats it up and in. He got the rim roll. South Carolina to it. Dogs keep it alive. Demery, wide open 3. Oh, net, he rips it right in front of the South Carolina bench.
Scott, they moved that ball so well. From Asa to Blue to Demery in the corner. Beautiful passing.
Dogs with the ball, leading by 12. Largest lead of the half. Demery, oh, beautiful pass inside, wrap around to Somto, who dunks it home. Somto with a flush. Silas pivots, drops it inside to Absent. He'll dribble through the paint, jump hook, going to get the roll, good. Bozeman's Verdonk didn't get off the floor to defend that shot.
You know what? The way
Murray Boyles defends, keeps him out on the perimeter. 8 to shoot. Lawrence has the ball, changes directions, curls left side, floater, good. Little short 2-pointer with one hand on the baseline, Chuck, by Tyron Lawrence.
Mike White mentioned to me the other day about
Demery. He attacks on the right end of the floor, and he does take it right into the chest of Butler and banks it home at close range.
And he got bumped, too.
Around it under the basket, deep under the basket, trying to break through, and he's going to force it up and in. Good. He just muscled that one up and in. Crowd wanted a travel or an offensive foul or something. They didn't like what Asa Newell trying to work from the right block. He's going to get some good effort there. Spinning move, banked it home, and he got fouled against the double team. Dakota attacks in the paint. Kick out to Silas, right corner. He attacks. They bump him into the paint. Fade away 2. Good all net. Big shot, 10-footer by Silas Demery. He's got 14 in the game. And they fouled him, but there was no whistle because we're on a time limit. Dogs with the ball and a 4-point lead, 51-47. Demery controlling, works against Ugasuk, bumps on the baseline, feed it back to Kane for 3. Yeah. Good, all net. Scana Energy 3-pointer, Blue Kane, his first of the half. That's his first 3 of the game, as a matter of fact. He's got 7. Jacoby Wright, who had his face right in Silas's grill.
Another one.
Another 3 by Blue right in front of our bench.
Oh, when he starts feeling it, he's feeling it. He was calling for the ball, and he was well behind the 3-point line.
He's got back-to-back Scana Energy 3s now, Chuck. Hugging the far sideline. Dribbles it away from 2 defenders. Now drives towards the basket off one leg. He pops a 2-pointer right of the lane.
Over the 7-footer.
To Silas, 12 on the clock. Walks through the center circle. Close to half court. Now he puts it on the floor and drives with the right hand all the way to the rack. Running layup, good. He just blew right by their defense. They had no answer.
Boy, nobody was there. Nobody was there to pick up Silas.
16 for Demery. Floats it to Dillon. He don't shoot. He will kick it into the corner to Blue. Misses a 3. Offensive rebound. Put back basket. Dylan James. It's good and count it. He got fouled. He's going to the line for an and 1.
There's the dagger.
Here in Colonial Life Arena, at least for this season, for the sophomore.
And this is going to be it.
Dogs inbound the ball, run out the final seconds on the clock. They won't shoot. They'll dribble it out. Ty Lawrence will hold. And the clock hits 0. The horn sounds, and the Dogs are winners tonight. Here in Columbia, South Carolina, back-to-back years. 3rd consecutive win by Georgia, and back-to-back road wins over the weekend in Texas and tonight here in Columbia, South Carolina. Your final, Georgia 73 and South Carolina 64. The Dogs, Chuck, now 19-11. That sounds good, doesn't it?
It does.
And 7-10 in the SEC.
7-10. Got a chance to finish 8-10 in the conference
today. Now with our keys, here's the official Chuck of the Bulldogs, Chuck Dowdle. Chucky.
Thank you so much, voice. And here we go. Our keys to the game today. Well, first one is an easy one. It's a one word. You heard Mike White mention it when he was talking to you pregame. Swagger. play with swagger. We've won 3 in a row. We've been playing well since we had our off week a couple of weeks ago. Let's play with swagger. Let's let these guys know right from the get-go that we don't have any intention of letting this one get away from us. Secondly, shoot the 3 today. Vandy's the worst in the league at defending the 3. So let's take advantage of that and shoot the 3. They're also not great on the glass, and when we rebound, we win. Let's combine those two. And finally, let's live everybody. It's senior day. We want everybody to remember this one. So let's leave everybody with great memories and come out of here with a big win, 4 in a row.
Here we go. Toss in the tip, controlled by Georgia. As the Dogs will chase it down with Dylan James in the backcourt. Georgia in their home grays today. 3-point line to Godfrey inside the circle. Spins into the paint. Jump hook is good by R.J. Godfrey. First basket of the contest. Georgia with a 3-0 lead.
Points in the paint ought to come to us today.
Surreal along the 3-point line. Overhead pass back to Kane. Deep 3 straight on. Good, and he got fouled. Bombs away. Blue Kane with a deep Scana Energy 3-pointer and a foul. And it's a 4-point opportunity for the Bulldogs.
Well, he was way beyond the arc, but he had plenty of time. They were leaving him alone, and then, oh my goodness, he's going to shoot. Let me jump at him and foul him.
Dogs got to find their rhythm. Here's a 3. Silas. That'll help. 3-pointer good. Silas Demery. A Scana Energy 3 from the left slot. First points. Tight defense by Vanderbilt. Tanner's all in Silas's jersey. To Lawrence. Head of the key 3. Soft touch. Good. 22-footer for Tyron Lawrence. His first of the afternoon.
Well, as I said, Vandy's worst in the league at defending the 3. He had a wide open look at it.
To right and gives it to Lawrence on the wing. Tyron dribbles to the circle, to the foul line. Short jumper, pops it good.
Good bounce off the rim, love it.
16-15, Dogs back in front. Ball chased it down, now will shoot, miss it off the rim. Absent, one-handed rebound, back up, won't go. James will follow and flush. Two-handed dunk, Dylan going up high.
We didn't jump too early on that one. We timed that one perfectly.
I thought Absent was going to knock it down. Replenish their roster from last year. 11 transfers on this year's roster. 3 by Asa Newell. Left side is good. First basket of the afternoon for Asa, and it's a big one, a 3-pointer. 21-18, Georgia in front. The right hand won't go. Somto fights for the rebound and muscles it back up and in and draws the foul. Good work by Somto Surreal, Chuck.
Well, let me tell you, it pays to be 6'11", 260 pounds, and built like that.
Commodore's getting a lot of chances here. Demery all the way to the rack, and the layup from the left side. Good, Silas Demery. We rotate the ball. Left corner to Lawrence. Ty drives in against his former team.
Nice.
Floats it up and in right in front of the basket. Good. Lawrence now with 9. He's the Dogs' leading scorer, and Georgia matches its large lead of the half at 3 points. Newell down the lane, floater right at point-blank range. Missed it. Offensive rebound from the right side. Back up and in.
Yeah, he did that. He did that to pad his stats. Get that rebound.
Drives against Edwards. On the block. Floater with spin. Good off the right side of the glass. Found his way to the bottom of the basket with that English off the glass. Tanner's all over Blue. Won't let him get loose. There's a 3 by Dylan James. He got loose and connects on a 3 from the right wing. A big Dylan James Scana Energy 3-pointer.
Well, he has turned down a number of them today. I was surprised to see him take that one.
That's his first. He's got 7 points this afternoon. Georgia leads by 4. Tanner with an answer. That's no answer. His 3 is off the rim, and it's rebounded by James. Dylan drops it off on the bounce to his right to Silas. All alone for a 3. Bottom! Silas Demery Jr. for 3. Scana Energy, big 3-pointer.
Oh, and they want a timeout. Vandy wants a timeout. This place is coming right off the hinges. The Stag is rocking now.
To the top of the key and gives it back to Silas. We lob it down low. Somto rips down the rim with a 2-handed dunk, and they foul.
And they fouled him. Wow.
Tax feeds it back to LeFew. He'll fake the 3. Drive, got a layup with the left hand. Good.
Beautiful.
Dakota with his first basket of the afternoon.
But I got to tell you, Silas tipped that ball and stole it. He'll get credit for a steal that led to those points.
Skip it back to LeFew. Dribbles to his left. Here comes a quick three. Good on net. Dakota LeFew. He was deadly with that release. That's his first three of the afternoon. He's got 5 in the game. 61-56 Georgia. Straight on three, front of the rim, no good. Rebound loose in the paint. Santo got it on his back. Feeds Demery. Lay in, good. Lay in by beautiful Silas Demery. Santo Surreal got the rebound and passed it from his back.
From laying on the floor. How about that?
Lead of the game. Steal by LeFew. He poked it away. Will drive for the layup. Good with the right hand off the window.
Boy,
Timeout Vanderbilt.
This place is off the hinges now.
Dakota LeFew still dribbling. Now crossover. Oh, here's an opening. There's a three. Rattled it home. Good. Straightaway three for Dakota LeFew. He's got a dozen all in this half. Second three of the contest. Who hits the side of the rim. Offensive rebound. Newell and the putback rolls over the front iron. Good.
He was in the right spot, right in front of the rim. Came right in his hands. All he had to do was just jump a little.
This game, as a matter of fact, trying to finish in style. LeFew helps the cause. A one-handed floater down the lane is good. Going to roll in for Dakota. And a timeout, Georgia.
Shouldn't even have any mirror.
Dogs will run the last 10 seconds off the clock. Silas in front court will just hold on to the basketball. Vanderbilt will let it go. And the Dogs have won it today over Vanderbilt. 79-68. Georgia gets its 20th win of the regular season.
And Scott, for a guy that loves defensive basketball, I love the fact that's 3 straight games. 3 straight that we've held our opponent in the 60s. Great defense.
It's a 4-game winning streak to end the regular season for Georgia, as the Dogs collect their most SEC wins since 2017. They will finish the regular season in conference with 8 wins. 8-10 is the record. Will be the 11th seed in the tournament draw in Nashville, and will play Wednesday night in the late game.
There's no real way to make the best of the worst. We are sentenced at birth unto a prison we still call the earth. Pre-adolescent mind records and stores all that they see, feel, and hear. The actions of adulthood at best are carried out in fear. Figure of neglect stands above the shape of innocence. It comes to insecurities and issues cruel punishment. Unqualified, socially identified symbols of poverty entitled to our cognizance.
And pass stolen by Leslie, all alone for some showtime. Oh, a reverse slam. Oh, windmill, Dominique.